What's up, everybody? Noah Hiles back here again. Another video here on the Post-Gazette Pirates YouTube channel. Earlier this morning, I reported that Thomas Harrington's contract was selected and that the number 79 prospect in all of baseball per MLB Pipeline will be making his Major League debut. Obviously, the team has confirmed that report. Harrington is set to make his big league debut in about an hour. But before we get to that, there is some other news that needs discussed on this channel, and that involves a pillar of this franchise throughout the Charrington and Shelton regime, and that is David Bednar. He was one of the two corresponding moves to clear space for Harrington on the roster. Jason DeLay gets designated for assignment. David Bednar, the two-time All-Star reliever, the closer for this team over the past 4 seasons, option to Triple-A Indianapolis. Those moves allow Harrington to get placed on the 40-man roster and on the active 26-man roster at the Major League level. Feels like we should get into that one. So let's talk about David Bednar. Option to Triple-A Indianapolis. He has not been optioned, I don't think, since he's arrived in Pittsburgh. Maybe I'm wrong there. I haven't had time to check it out. It's been a very active afternoon, morning, whatever time it is right now. But I mean, this guy has had nothing but success, largely for his entire time in Pittsburgh, especially prior to 2024. 2024 was a bad year for him. He blew 7 saves. He lost 8 games. He allowed 9 home runs, all career worsts. His ERA was, I believe, .577. Again, career worst for a full season. It was tough to watch from afar. He lost his closer role at the end of August. They removed him of those duties, and he still kind of struggled throughout September. We get to spring training this year. In the early part of camp, I thought he looked really good. He showed up in, I think, a lot better shape. He seemed to have a very fresh mindset, a positive mentality. I thought the curveball looked really good. The velocity looked fine, similar to what it was in 23 and 22 when he was an All-Star. But the performance was inconsistent throughout Grapefruit League play. There were some good outings, especially toward the end. But the one that stands out was against the Twins, where he allowed 5 runs in 1/3 of an inning. And he claimed that that was a blip on the radar. The Pirates argued the same thing. But during that, Derek Shelton refused to name this guy the club's closer. And I think now we know why. This guy was on a short leash. He starts the season in the major leagues. Opening day, gets the loss. Perhaps some of that's not his fault. Defense aided some extra bases to the game-winning run, but he still allowed those hits. Second game of the season, comes in with a 3-run lead. First 2 batters, all of a sudden, it's 4-3. Gets the save, but it was a sketchy one. Final game in Miami, he's dealt the loss again. Again, tough luck in that one. Wild pitch scores the game-winning run. Game-winning run scored without a ball leaving the infield. It was an infield hit. Stolen second base. Error on the throw moves the runner to third, and then a wild pitch brings him home. But the reality is, this guy is not the player the Pirates need him to be right now. And the Pirates recognize this. Give them credit. This is something that probably should have happened last year. It's something that maybe should have happened before this season got underway. I understand why they wanted to give him an opportunity in the regular season. They couldn't just give up on him after spring training, and I don't think they're giving up on him now. But it's clear that this guy is not right, and Derek Shelton expressed to all of us pregame during his media availability that it's a priority for this organization to get David Bednar back to what he used to be, that he's still going to be an important part of this bullpen. Make no mistake, Pirate fans, you're going to see this guy pitch again on the North Shore. He's going to be wearing black and gold. It's only a matter of time. And I don't know when that's going to be when you think about it, because, I mean, I think there are guys that can handle the 9th inning in this bullpen without him here. I think Dennis Santana's going to get opportunities. I wouldn't be shocked to see Ryan Barucki maybe get an opportunity. Holderman, who knows? There are going to be other guys that get an opportunity, but David Bednar is going to log innings for this team. For one, just the depth and experience alone are going to be needed, and 2, they have to give him a shot to get back to what he was. 1, they're paying him way too much money to just completely cut ties with him, and 2, if you can get him right in Triple-A, there's an asset there. Even if he's not used in the 9th inning, he might never close a game for the Pirates again. I don't know. But if he becomes your 7th inning guy, your 8th inning guy, even just a casual reliever, there's still something there than just completely giving up on him 5 games into the regular season. So Bednar designated for assignment. Another quick note to mention here, or Bednar not designated for assignment, option to Triple-A. Jason DeLay designated for assignment. I'm glad I caught myself there. Bednar option to Triple-A. Jason DeLay designated for assignment. We'll talk about that real quick. Another tough move for a guy that the Pirates think really high of. I mean, this is a guy who's been up and down for this team the last 3 seasons as a backup catcher. Someone that I think is a very competent number 2 catcher on a big league roster. Is he an everyday player? No. Should he be an everyday player? No. But he's someone that I could see another team viewing as, as a guy where he gives you depth. He can be someone that can come up, and I believe he still has minor league options. So he can be someone who can come up and down and give you 50 games of backup catching relief there, and that's valuable. But the reality with the Pirates is they have 2 catchers already on this roster that they really like, and Joey Bart and Endy Rodriguez. And they still have not given up on Henry Davis. They still like him too. They think that his development is still progressing, although he started the year in Triple-A. And Shelton mentioned in pregame that it's really rare for some teams to have 4 catchers on the 40-man roster. And when you get down to those bottom of the roster decisions, you're going to have to make some tough calls. And so Jason DeLay gets the axe. We'll find out what happens with him. I would not be shocked to see him get claimed by another club. But if he's back, good for the Pirates. They maintain a very good 4th catcher option. But these are moves, both Bednar and DeLay, that I think show a sense of urgency that maybe we have not seen with this regime. I think they're starting to feel the pressure. They're 1-4 right now. They're about to go home to a home opener that's going to be filled in a stadium, or that's going to be in a stadium filled with fans who are upset. They're upset about how last season ended. They're upset about the offseason. They're upset about the start to this season. Calling up Harrington is an aggressive move this early in the season for a team like the Pirates, who typically doesn't do that with its prospects. They did it last year with Jones. Now they're doing it again with Harrington, just 5 days into the regular season. Optioning David Bednar is something that I don't think this club does last year, or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, even if he's having those struggles. If it was the same situation just earlier in this regime, I don't think they do that. I think they give him more of a leash. But based off of everything that's going on right now, we're seeing this club make urgent decisions because I think they feel the pressure to turn this thing around immediately before it gets out of hand. I'm Noah Hiles. Check out all of my work at post-gazette.com. There's been a lot of it today to read, and there will be more stories coming with Thomas Harrington's debut. Got some injury news coming in the next couple of days and some other interesting stories in the pipeline as well. We've got Altoona Curve Media Day coverage that Colin Beasley, my new beat partner, was there to cover. You can check that there. Check out that there as well. And subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. I'd love to hit that mark before the home opener on Friday. So please do that. Check everything out and keep tuning in. We'll have more coverage here as the season continues to roll on.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.